Hey guys, so it's about 3 a.m. and I decided I wanted to play with my pins since I couldn't sleep, and I decided to make a video showing you my pin case. Hopefully someone cares, but this is my Kipling pin case slash what's in my pin case. I did a pin collection video from a while back if you want to check that out too, but earlier in the year I had noticed the Kipling 100 pins case and how it seems like a lot of people have these things, and I was wondering what the fuss was, so naturally I got one. I've been looking for a pin case that could hold all my pins, preferably in slots like this early in the year, and I stumbled on something called 100 pins case. It's this, but the 100 pins are not, like, there's not slots for them, they're just crammed in here. But I actually do like this thing enough to get two, and if you're getting one of these, I would keep it in your shopping cart for a while and wait till it goes on sale. So I waited till it went down to about $24, which is still a lot for me since I've used things like plastic Ziploc bags and dollar store pin cases and stuff like that. But I just wanted one of these, and I like the organization of it, and I can cram it pretty full. It doesn't feel like the zipper's going to break, which is nice. If you cram it full enough, you can kind of see some stitching a little bit. Mostly on this side, like if I go like this, you can see a little bit of stitching, but it still feels sturdy. I threw it in the washer on cold water and it lasted fine. I didn't put it in the dryer, but I still like these as kind of my special splurge item case. But if you don't have one of these, like, I mean, I've used literal Ziploc bags and that works fine. It's just, if you are in the market for some kind of excessive pin case, these, I do like the texture of these. I kind of have texture issues, so these are somewhat, they feel like they're kind of like a raincoat type of fabric. Alright, I'm just going to get to it finally, but alright, so this is my main pin case, a sampling of all my pins, and then this orange one here is the second one I got, and I've got scented pins in that. So first of all, I've got these Jelly Roll pins. These are Jelly Roll pins vintage that I got last year or earlier in the year here, and they're pastel Jelly Roll pins that they stopped making about 15 years ago, which actually still work. These are the baby colors, and they were in fine tip. That's all they came in, which is probably why they weren't as popular as the normal ones. But I actually took the fine tip off of these and replaced it with a medium bolder tip, so now I've got probably the only pastel bold tip Jelly Rolls in the world since I switched nibs. And I love these colors, especially this is kind of a rare color, and the purple too. The purple's a little bit darker in ink than this, but anyway, these are they're the glitter Jelly Rolls. They have cutesy names. These are the neon ones they call Moonlight. Over the years I've used Jelly Rolls. G2s is kind of the thing I tend to go back to, but I've also used things like the full ray 4-color click pens and stuff. In high school I like these things. These are just Jelly Roll metallic one, and these are very bright. I haven't used them a whole lot, but these on colorful paper and dark paper, these are very vivid. So these are the Uniball Signo Angelic colors. This one right here is a shadow lightning Jelly Roll with like the silver shadow. It pretty much looks like silver with purple around the edges of it, which is kind of cool and different. I put Lisa Frank stickers in here as an homage to Lisa Frank pencil boxes of the 90s, which I actually do have a Lisa Frank pencil box again, so I'm really excited to have that. But I wanted it in here too. This thing you can throw in a bag and it not get crushed like this Lisa Frank pencil case box. This is the one that I have in design, but these right here are more vintage things. These are Sniff It's pins, and I'm pretty sure they don't make them anymore, but that would be nice if they did. I'd wanted to try them for so long since there's a lavender and vanilla scented pin. My two favorite scents and kind of air fresheners, and I just had been wanting to try these for a really long time. So yeah, lavender, there's peppermint, vanilla, peach. There's also a soap one that I've got in another case, but they're these. These are kind of light, so I usually use these when I'm using a journal with lighter paper or white paper. There's this glitter basic BAZIC scented pins. Those tend to throw down a lot of ink, but so they kind of get used up a little quick, but they're really cheap. A set of 6 of those was about $4 online. I've got these marble pins, which I was so excited they came out again this year. There's another one here somewhere that has a yellow tip on the end. and it's apparently hiding right now, but that's weird. Huh. Ah, here you are. Okay. So these are also pretty light. They are more, the swirl is more noticeable on white paper, but they have swirled ink, which is really fun, and I love these things. I kind of wish they were a tad darker, but I still love them. These right here. These are scented pens. It's not the ink that's scented, they're normal ballpoint pens, but it's the grip that's scented. So there's a pizza one that kind of smells like garlic spice type of thing, a strawberry one, which smells like strawberry car air freshener, which I love. I had one of these pens years ago in Tiny Town, and I used it so much that I wore a lot of the paint off. So I've got that in another room, so I got another one of these this year. I like these a lot. I wish the ink was actually scented, but it's this plastic here that is popcorn. This is kind of fun for movie nights or pizza nights. I can have a pen matching the theme of my night. I've got this Coletto pen here, popcorn themed, and I prefer thick gel pens, like thick tips, so this is a bit of a fine tip from me, but it writes well, it doesn't skip. I know my camera kind of sucks, but hopefully this is reasonably clear. I don't have a better camera because I bought pens this year too often. Let's see. These are more rainbow swirl pens. I'm kind of obsessed with rainbow swirl pens. Here's another one. There's like eight of these. Some are more noticeably swirly than others with writing. I like this one, and let's see which else is my favorite here. The purple one I really like. So yeah, different colors, and I bought these a few times now, and I'm kind of obsessed. Swirl pens are just perfection for me. Next up, I've got these Sirasa Milky colors, and there's the whole set of these was pastel. I've got the rest in another pen case, but they're pretty light, but they're just really cute. I love this one. Actually, these two colors together I really like. So yeah, these are just Sirasa clip pastel pens. And then there are, oh, here's another one of those swirl pens. This one actually is a really cool one too. It's got some orange in it, which is kind of light, but on white paper it looks really cool, and you can notice the swirl a lot in that one. Okay. Well, I'll find it later. Alright. These are what are these called? Dong A Fine Tech pens. There's another color of these that's cool. It's kind of a bluish periwinkle color. And these two right here are actually the reason I bought the pack. These are pretty fine of a tip. I want to say it was 0.38. But it's a Asian brand, and these are cool looking. These two colors are kind of more unique, so that made me get some of that. I've got a G2 in here. I've got these fun things, these monsters, and they actually attach. They don't stay attached very well, but the normal ink in here is black, but I switched it out with scented colorful ink because black ink, why? So yeah, these crack me up. I like putting these pens on, I like these being on top. I like them on top, but it's just fun to look at. These little monsters with funny faces when I open the pencil case is really fun. Here's another of those Dong A purple pens. This pack also had a navy blue, like a dark navy blue and a dark green. It kind of had a cool variety. But the periwinkle and the kind of this one were my favorite, especially together. The colors just do it for me. There's these. A lot of people seem to have these, but these are Happy Day pens. Thought they were cute. I also replaced the ink in these with scented ink. I took some of the ink out of some other pens I had and it fit in here. These are kind of fine tips. I want to say it's about a 3.38 tip that comes with it too. But the ink that came with it wrote fine. It didn't skip or anything. I just wanted scented because why not? There's these that a lot of people have. These are the Target ones. What are these called? Sugar Rush? I always confuse these with Candy Crush, the game. But these are Sugar Rush pens. These, I actually like the metallic and the glitter Sugar Rush pens a lot more. They're a lot more scented. I can't smell these nearly as much, but the others I can smell when I'm writing. These, you have to put your face up to the page and still kind of a light scent. I've got this one. It's a random brand. It smells like jasmine. It's the only jasmine scented pen I've ever seen. It's by Right Dudes. And then I've got, yeah, I really love pens. And this is many years worth of just collecting and trying out different stuff and trying to find the perfect pen and everything. And some sales and gift cards and whatever. But these are Care Rich glitter highlighters. And why were there not glitter highlighters when I was young? I would have maybe studied sometimes. Highlighted books. Read a little bit. These are really cool. And they're glittery. So these are neat. Back in my day, we had normal boring highlighters. I've got some more Jelly Roll pens here. And this is the gold lightning. They call it something else now, but it's gold. It looks like gold with this color around it on the edges. It's kind of unique. And then this one is the same thing, except it's silver with pink around it on the edges, and this is a pink neon pen. Jelly Rolls there. These I got recently. I've been wanting these for a long time. Shark pens. These just crack me up. More of these. These are scented, yummy scented pens, and these actually do smell pretty strong, and I like them. There's a watermelon and a apple. Here's another one. This is the strawberry one. It smells more artificial strawberry, but they at least smell enough to be noticeable. This Pilot Juice Gray 0.7. La Flouche pen. They don't make these anymore, but these smell like kind of French pastry. So this is kind of strawberry pastry scented. This French fry print, it's kind of hard to frown when you're riding with a giant French fry. This thing just cracks me up. So yeah, it looks really realistic. I like having that on top too. These I had wanted forever. These are just Galaxy pens. I took the black ink that came with it, which actually writes fine, and put Swirl pen ink in it just because Swirl pen with the Galaxy outer shell just does it for me. There's this one in here, this Vera Bradley pen, and 2 of the pens in that pack of 4 wrote well and 2 didn't. But I decided just to keep the outer part and refill it with ink that writes better. So the pens are cute on the outside. 2 of the 4 I have worked. It could have been, I got it from the mall in a gift store, so it could have been that the ones I bought were old. Maybe you'll have better luck. These right here are roller balls. They're called Acroball, and these are Pilot pens. Back when I got these, they make their pens right now, the current version have black ink, but back when I bought these a handful of years ago, they had the same ink as this color. So these are pretty cool. I like that these match this. The colors are slightly different ink, but it's still more or less those colors, which is neat. Then these 2 cute ones. These are roller balls also. They're big for her. Got flowers on it. Pink and purple. Okay, there's another neon jelly roll. A Grumpy Cat pen. These crack me up. These are some of the Ghetto pen set from last year. The glitter ones I really like. A Bic Crystal. I like to have some ballpoint pens in there just in case I ever get sick of gel pens, which hasn't happened yet. But these I used to use a lot, especially a number of years ago in Tiny Town. These are the Papermate, I don't know, pink pens with hearts on it. I got them because they were pink and they had hearts, and I had a pink purse at the time, and these are really cute. So they write well, they don't skip, and they're roller balls, so they dry right away, which is nice. This pink fountain pen, disposable varsity pilot fountain pen. I got these a year or two ago, and I used up a few of the colors. I haven't used these in a while, but I leave it in there just in case. There's this pink Precise V5, and it's a little finer of a tip than I usually go for. It's 0.5, and I usually prefer 0.7 and up in the tip. I like them thick, but these do right well. They don't skip on me. Alright, let's just, what am I going to do with this stuff? Alright, fail at life again. This one is, I've got and the second pen case I have a beanbag type little keychain and a minion eye, and I gave bag eyes. Like my pen cases to have personality. So yeah, this pen case mostly focuses on the swirl and scented pens. It sounds weird to say about a pen case it focuses on, but the pink pen case is like a summary of all sorts of different types of pens, and then this one's mostly scented and swirl, and that's kind of the main thing. So first off, I've got these Le Fleuge scented pens. This one's chocolate, that one's strawberry and chocolate, matcha, blueberry, and kind of like French pastries is what they smell like. This right here, I'll show you because it's probably one of the few left in the world. It's a color exchanger. They made these in 1999 or 2000. I got one after wanting one for ages. But anyway, this thing writes purple or this brown, depending on if you're writing on light or dark paper. So these things are really cool, and I wish they'd bring them back. So I have a few of those. And then these yummy scented. And there's a coconut and pineapple and some other, this pen set has like, I think 12 in it or something. I'll link it below if anyone cares. But it has the usual strawberry, cherry, orange, and that kind of thing. But it's got the grape one smells really good. But it's got coconut, pineapple, and some other kind of a little bit more unique of a scent. But yeah, those are glittery. And then right here, my swirl pens. I'm obsessed with swirl pens. So first off is the Super Marble ones I've been wanting to come back for years, and they finally did. They made them in the 90s and they stopped making them for ages, so they finally have them again. Then these, more swirl pens. Some of these are a little bit lighter than others, but I kind of wish these were a tad darker, but I still really like them. You can see the swirl more on like straight up bleach white paper than on beige paper, but they're really cool. So yeah, this I actually made this video before and technical difficulties, so I'm doing it again, so that's just fun. But actually I do like my pens. It actually sort of is fun for me, which is kind of disturbing. But I've got some Sugar Rush in here, and I really do like the glitter and the metallic a lot more. They smell a lot more than the normal cutesy ones like this, the glitter. The metallic ones are kind of a plain pen design too, but I don't think they make them anymore. They just make this kind. These are from Target. They're not scented nearly as much. But yeah. Okay, let's just do that. Alright, so I've got these in here. And these are what I call my rainbow spaceship pens, because for some reason they just look like rainbow spaceships to me. So I've always called them that. And these things seem to be pretty popular. It seems like a lot of people have these, but they are colorful and they look like rainbow spaceships to me. I have a green one too here. Okay. So they're kind of a just straight looking pen. These write well. I haven't used them all that much yet, but the ink is dark enough that you can see in the yellow one, which is cool. And they are vivid colors, so I plan to use those here pretty soon. Let me see if I have something to write on I could show you. Well, I mean, it's enough to see. This bleach white paper doesn't really do it for me, but I don't have anything else to write on, which is kind of ironic because, I mean, I've got like a bunch of notebooks, but I still don't have paper on hand, but you can definitely see it if you just are writing with it, which is neat. I actually didn't keep the brown and the dark blue in these. I think they have like 16 or 18 different colors or something. I gave some to a friend. I just kept the normal bright colors that I tend to use. Let's see. More Sugar Rush. Sugar Rush Glitter, Grumpy Cat. These crack me up. So some of the like ones that are Minion and Grumpy Cat and the Lisa Frank pin that I have, those I plan to refill since they're just kind of unique and whatever. I've got these Milky Sirasa pins. This orange is, I can see it more on like straight up bleach white paper. It's a little light, but it's still really cute. Another Sirasa, I like this color. And this is another one of the Milky colors. There's a few of them. The milk color set of this is really cute. They're pretty light, but yeah, I think oh yeah, the rest were in my other pen case I just showed, but here's two more of them. And then here's the coconut yummy yummy cinnamon one. These pins are glittery, so that's cool. And you can smell it enough that you can kind of smell it a little bit when you're writing instead of having to put your nose up to the paper every time, which is nice. Whereas the Sugar Rush from ones from Target, you have to stick your face right up to be able to smell. The Sugar Rush Metallic and glitter you can kind of smell just when you're writing, which is nice. This one is Ice Cream Cake. It's a glitter one. And the glitter Sugar Rush is a little bit light in the yellow to see, so I usually use that for decorating the page, and then the rest of them I write with. Got one of these. Pilot Precise. That's a pretty color. This Lavender Cinnamon pin, which I actually can't smell at all, but the Jasmine one I can kind of smell. Then these two are ink. Clip Click by Ink. They're just black ballpoint pens, but I switched out these pin grips, and then so they'd be more colorful looking pins and look more 90s style. But I got a whole pack of these at Dollar General on a road trip through Texas once. Then I've got some Mica Pens. And these things are pretty. I haven't used them as much as I thought I would. But they are really kind of bougie looking pens. They've got kind of plastic diamonds on the tip. Just about as much diamonds as I have plastic. But yeah, they say 04 on the sides. I think these are the 04 ones. They have like a straight up needle point one too. I think it's a .38. But these write really well. They don't skip. The colors are rich, and the yellows, I guess I could show you them like laid out. The yellow is dark enough to see, which is nice. But I plan to eventually use these. It's dark enough that you can read it, which is really a plus. Some yellows are not. So yeah, there's that. A Sirasa orange. I like this color orange. Kind of forgot I had this, really. I do plan to use up more of these, but yeah, if I find a good deal, I mean, it's just really fun to try out different colors and stuff. But I'll eventually use them. I mean, some of that one over here, this color exchanger, I mean, that's from 1999, it still works. So a lot of old gel pens, even the jelly rolls that I have, the pastel baby colors, those are from at least 15, 16 years old, and those still work. So hopefully this stuff will all still work by the time I'm ready to use it. And yeah, okay, more Sugar Rush. This orange Sweet and Sour, this one's kind of too, I can't really read that one too well, it's kind of light. Sweet Chocolate Surge. Cotton Candy. These go through ink pretty quick for me, but they're cheap enough. This one I got in Chinatown on Canal Street at one of the touristy things, but I took a few weeks off and I worked at night and played during the day. I did Times Square and New Year's again and stuff, so I got the pin and had this charm on it, and I took the charm off and put on my charm bracelet, so I just put this in here because it reminds me of, actually I've done like Times Square and New Year's for over a decade, kind of off and on, and every year of my life I've either been in Times Square for New Year's or I've watched it on TV. And as a kid I would recreate the Times Square ball for like family New Year's parties, and one year I used a plunger to string up my Christmas light hanger ball on. I put aluminum foil around the plunger to hold this thing. I made my own Times Square ball. I made my like family friends watch me lower a Christmas tree light hanger Times Square New Year's ball in my living room that I hung on top of a plunger on top of the entertainment center because I couldn't apparently find anything else to hang this thing on. So yeah, this is fun memories for me with that. Alright, let's see. I've got some, speaking of like traumatizing childhood, I've got some Milky Lunar pins. And these have been wanting a long time too, like 20 years. But these are like literal vintage Milky pins, and they actually still work. They do skip a lot, but I haven't really worked with them enough to try to get them going that well. But these have little stars on them, and they're really cute, so I plan to just refill these if I ever use them up. If they skip too much, I'll probably just refill them and use them just because I like the design of it. But yeah, these are vintage Milky Lunar pins. Just really excited to find cute little stars and moons. And then this one's a Vera Bradley one. 2 in that set worked fine that I got, and then 2 didn't. So that's kind of irritating, but I just refilled them. I had other ink that I could refill it with, so I'll just keep the designed pen and refill it since some of their ink doesn't work for me. And 2 of them worked fine. The other 2 just didn't. Glitter jelly roll pins. It's kind of hard to get off. Crap. Okay, if that's why I don't swatch things, so I like hit the camera when I do. But okay, I'm just gonna do this and then I'll show you. So there they are. It's nice, even glitter, and doesn't clog. So I like these things. Let's see. Speaking of glitter, this glitter highlighter. Where have these been all my life? These are the Kara Rich glitter highlighters. Those are really fun. These Tutti Frutti pins, and these write green, and then like a few word transition to pink, and then like they write like in that order, not swirl all at once. But last year I'd actually open these up, swirl the ink, so it would be multicolor swirled at the same time. These smell, I don't know, when I first got them they smelled a little bit, but now they don't really smell much. They're supposed to smell like Tutti Frutti, but they're very lightly scented and I can't really smell it anymore. Then right here are some Jelly Roll Moonlight colors, and these colors are pretty unique for gel pens. I haven't seen a whole lot of pens in these colors. I don't know if I've actually really seen any pens in these colors, so these are cool. Different kind of unique colors. My favorite Jelly Roll pen colors are these 3 though. I used to get the Jelly Roll Metallics ones in high school. I was like on a date with my high school sweetheart at Barnes & Noble, and I got a pack of pens, and we'd write notes in class, and it was popular to write notes in a circle, and like just with colorful pens and stuff, so these are kind of nostalgic. I don't use these as much as I could. I don't know, they kind of remind me of high school, so that's why I don't, but I used up a bit of this. They do have a lot of ink in these things, and I have some of these. This one is at least 15 or 16 years old. I got it more recent years, but it's a baby pastel color that they haven't made since probably 2000 or 2001, so, and these things do really keep writing. They don't really, like, they don't completely just stop working after they're old like some pens do. So plus some more of the Moonlight, not Moonlight, what do they call these? It's the shadow ones where they're like silver with this color around the edge. I guess I could show you. These are the Souffle Pins, which are sort of like the colors in the baby colors, but I prefer the ink to look normal and not like this. Alright, I wish I had like normal paper here. I can't get it off. So yeah, there's the color, and it always kind of looks a little shiny, so I'll show it. I mean, I know it's like wet right now, but eventually it will dry, and it still, after it dries, it'll still look a little shiny also. But the colors are cute, so I'll keep them in my normal pen case anyway, and I really don't hit the camera, so I'm just gonna like do it on the side. They look blue at first, and then they eventually look silver with blue around the edges after it dries. And it's like shiny paper, so it's gonna take a minute. It's probably gonna take forever on this paper. You can kind of see it on this one. It just like looks silver with that color on the edge. I'll show it here again in a second. Another Jelly Roll glitter. 2 of these little cute things. And then Pilot Juice. 2 different shades of pink. I kind of have a thing for pink. And then a blueberry yummy yummy scented one. And I do like these things there when they smell strong enough to make there be a point in scented pens. Some scented pens are just so lightly scented that you have to hold it up to your face, and it just kind of defeats the point of scented pens. So I like those because they smell strong enough. Another Precise V5. Alright. It's not dry. This paper is like not, it's not normal paper, but you can see the general idea. It's metallic and has that color around the edge. So yeah, there is my crap, and this could be loud if I do that, so nix that idea. I'll show you these again. I don't know, it's fun trying out different stuff. Swirl pins are really my favorite. Scented is a close second. It just adds something different to writing, and if you have like a swirl pen or scented, you just kind of keep what you you want to keep writing so you can see the color change or smell like chocolate or chocolate strawberry or whatever. And this shell is actually dark enough to see while writing too. It's gonna be a ridiculously long video, but I'm just gonna swatch a few pens now. Let's see, what do I have that's not that? Okay, well this is like the only thing I have in here. Here. The green's a little light, but the yellow you can read. And yeah, they're just, these are for a limited edition, but I'll link these stuff below so you can see the brands and all that crap. So yeah, these are the La Flèche, and I don't know, it's just fun to have pens that are scented. Eventually in a journal the ink won't be scented anymore, but it's fun while it lasts. Usually it smells like a week, or maybe the really strongly scented ones like this can last. You can kind of smell the scent very lightly after a few weeks, and eventually you can't smell it at all. But it's fun while you're doing it, while you're writing with it anyway. Yeah. Alright. I couldn't resist doing that. I know that's loud. But yeah, let me know. Where did this come from? Oh, another one of these. It's from my other pen case. Yeah, okay. Let's just put that back over there. Jelly Roll. Let me know what your favorites are, and what's in your pen case, and all that fun crap. Here's my mica things again. I've been really into having a whole set of the same, like all the different colors in one set, and just putting this in its own pencil case and kind of separating them out and using them that way. So I'll probably do that with these. These are kind of fancier than most of my normal stuff. These are the Taffy Day pens. Okay, yeah, I've looked at pens long enough. Alright. Hope you enjoyed my pens and pen case. Let me know what's in yours. That sounds weird. Let me know what's in your pen case, and have a good night. Bye.